Belonging is a fundamental human need that can be experienced in many ways. In this video, we'll explore 4 aspects of belonging and how they shape our perception of ourselves and the world around us. In today's fast-paced, interconnected world, it's easy to feel disconnected and isolated. What if we could all come together to create a sense of belonging that transcends borders, cultures, and beliefs? Let's start with exploring the meaning of personal connection. A personal connection is a genuine bond formed between two people wherein each person feels seen, heard, and known. Whether or not we're able to acknowledge it, each of us carries an innate need to connect with others. Understanding this innate need for connection is an integral part of exploring different aspects of belonging. Spiritual belonging is the idea that separation is an illusion and that we're all part of a larger interconnected whole. When we understand this, we can begin to see ourselves in others and others in ourselves. The spiritual aspect of belonging can also be experienced through peak experiences, like those induced by a connection with a higher power, meditation, or psychedelics. A second aspect of belonging is experiential. It's the feeling of self-generated belonging that we create through our own experiences and actions. This sense of belonging comes from within and is not dependent on external factors like validation from others. When we engage in activities that challenge us and help us grow, we create a sense of belonging to ourselves and our own potential. Some have a mindfulness practice of creating their own experience of belonging and connection. To be is to embody a sense of belonging. It is a state of being that comes from within and radiates outwards. To do is to take action in alignment with our values and sense of purpose. When we engage in activities that are meaningful to us, we strengthen our sense of belonging to ourselves and to the wider community. And when we create an environment that supports our sense of belonging. This can be as simple as surrounding ourselves with people who uplift and support us. Before we turn our attention to a third aspect of belonging, public persona, it's important to recognize how cultivating a strong sense of belonging from within can create a positive ripple in our public interactions and the world around us. Public persona is what others say on whether you belong. Even if we feel like we belong on our own, if others don't accept us, it can profoundly affect how we feel. If we don't feel like we belong on our own, what others say about us may become definitive. Lastly, we examine conceptual evidence of belonging. As humans, we make up stories about how we belong or don't belong based on our perceived evidence. Our self-concept and worldviews tend to influence our interpretation of people and things around us. This can lead to feelings of belonging or not belonging conjured up from our view of evidence around us, even if others would say that the evidence was neutral. The key to finding belonging is to embrace multiple aspects and recognize that they all contribute to our sense of self and connection to the world around us. By understanding and embracing the different ways in which we can belong, spiritual, experiential, public persona, and conceptual belonging, we can create a more inclusive and connected world. Instead of seeing ourselves as the sole owners of our ideas and projects, we can recognize that we all belong to a larger community of transformation. When we shift our attention away from our individual goals and towards the collective possibilities, we can shift from unworkability to joyous accountability for making our shared vision a reality. We have the power to shape the future of our world, and it can start with generating belonging as an experience. Let's create a world of belonging that transcends borders and differences. Together, we can make the impossible possible.